Hi everyone and welcome to another edition of City Spotlight. I'm your host Pablo Pereira. Today we're talking traffic and traffic safety, and we're about to take a ride along with members of the LA County Sheriff's Department Lost Hills Station. For this episode, you're not only going to learn where the most problematic areas are in our city when it comes to traffic, but maybe more importantly for you, where law enforcement focuses most of its attention. Let's go take a ride.
Go down to AE right first. Okay. Take a look at Las Virgenes Road where the school drop-off is, and we have a couple other places to go after that.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. I'll pull up over here.
Y'all ready? This is Las Virgenes Boulevard going south from McGraw Road. You can see the speed limit through here is 40 miles an hour. However, it is a school zone. AE Wright Middle School is located on the right as we go south. Up ahead is a school speed limit sign with a flashing light. When the school is in session, the light on the pole will alert drivers that it's a 25 mile an hour zone rather than a 40 mile an hour zone. Now you'll notice as we pass the school, the speed limit sign increases to 45 miles an hour. However, you have to be aware that you're still in the school zone. We issue quite a few citations here on Las Virgenes. One, because Las Virgenes is a fairly busy thoroughfare and it has quite a bit of commuter traffic in it. And so often people in a rush or just on their regular commute aren't paying attention to the school sign, and they just speed on through here. So it's a very, very heavily enforced area. Any school area will always be our primary concern. Also, we want to work with the city as far as reducing congestion. Many parents and students alike, if they're driving, can help reduce congestion by following the two simple rules, and that is with school drop-off, you want to drop off early. In other words, you want to drop off 20 minutes before school starts. In the afternoon, for school pickup, you want to pick up well after the bell has rung.
So would you say then, of all the enforcement areas that you folks work on within the city of Calabasas, this one right here on Las Virgenes outside the middle school may be the one you focus most of your attention on or have most issues with?
Yeah, as far as speed itself, definitely Las Virgenes Boulevard in front of AE Wright has the primary problem of speed, definitely. Let's move on to the second spot. This next location we're going to is Laurel School, another school. This is part of my drop-off early, pick-up late program, and it would not be an issue if the parents would do that. Unfortunately, everyone likes to wait till the last 10 minutes to drop off their student and then get here 30 minutes before they get out of school to get in line to pick them up. So what that does is it creates a backup here on Paseo Primario approaching the school. Hey Dave, you want to do come up on the right and do the double right, and I'll be in the normal lane. So these the people going into the school, we stopped here waiting for a chance to get in, and then suddenly a person on the right will see an opening and he'll take it. So this car will start making its turn, and then another car on the right will cut past him. And obviously you have a collision issue. Right now we're going to Calabasas Road, Old Town. near Sagebrush Cantina. This is a business area, and by statute it's a 25-mile-an-hour highway. The issue obviously is that you have the center median, which is planted, and we're coming up to a crosswalk here. Very hard to see, or someone standing in the middle, difficult to see sometimes with the plants. This is also a good one, no U-turn. People just have to make that U-turn.
So, Sergeant Brooks, so far you've taken us to 2 locations that you find problematic within the city of Calabasas. We were over on Virgenes Road at A.E. Wright, and not too far away at Laurel Elementary School. So certainly you focus quite a bit of your attention on the local schools. The 3rd location you've chosen is right here on Calabasas Road. What's the issues here?
The issue here is as you can see, is a business district, and it's a 25-mile-an-hour zone, narrow road, vegetation in the middle, and about 4 crosswalks that are heavily used by patrons of the business and employees. And unfortunately, people will drive through here during rush hour in a hurry to get wherever they're going, and they won't notice the people about to cross the street in the crosswalk. So the pedestrians have to be aware of oncoming traffic and make sure the cars are yielding before they step into the street. But most important, the cars driving down here need to obey the 25-mile-an-hour speed limit and yield to pedestrians that are legally in the crosswalk.
Yeah. Okay.
Pull to the right, pull to the right. Right there, squeeze in. Straight ahead. Perfect.
You can stop up at the end of the street.
Stop in mid, right by the Sagebrush mid block.
What happened here?
Well, the Deputy Hulson stopped a violator for making a U-turn where you're not supposed to make a U-turn.
And that U-turn is where?
Right back here at Calabasas Road and Park Granada.
And you were just talking about that one.
Yeah. Sometimes signs aren't enough because people have to go where they want to go, when they want to go.
He's from out of the area, says he didn't see the sign there. And we'll take a look at his driving record and make a determination what we're going to do here. So now I've obtained his information, and I see that everything is matching up to the information that he's given me. And his license is in fact valid. He doesn't have any moving violations on his driving record and no accidents. His car is registered to him and it's not coming back as stolen or anything like that. Valid insurance. So now I'll go talk to him, and it's going to be his lucky day, and today he's not going to get a traffic ticket. Nah, he's very nice. He had a clean driving record.
All right. Okay.
It's not that.
He turned, when he was making the turn,
Yeah.
he was 3/4 of the way through it, and he looked right at us.
did he?
Yeah, he was like, he knew.
Sergeant, your rears are on.
Sergeant, how do you determine, or how does the city determine what the right speed is for a particular roadway? For instance, we are on what road now?
Park Sereno.
And so the speed limits here is 25 miles per hour. How do they make these determinations?
Well, the determination is established in the vehicle code on how speed limits are set. What has to be done is that a speed survey is taken for a specific amount of time and in a certain area, and they'll determine what is called the 85th percentile speed. That is what 85% of the cars are traveling at that speed. And then within 5 miles an hour of that, the city engineer will be allowed to set the survey speed limit at that speed.
And this road just went up from 25 to 35 because it's widened a little bit.
It's widened, and you no longer have the driveways abutting the road.
Now at 35, do I have any grace period? Any flexibility here when you write tickets? If I'm doing 37, am I in trouble, or what's the deal with that?
It's upon the discretion of the deputy. For example, during rainy weather, you could actually be written for going slower than 35 miles an hour. You could receive a speeding ticket because the roadway conditions are such that 35, even though it's the posted speed limit, is no longer considered safe. So the deputy has quite a bit of discretion as to at what speed he'll write a ticket, but obviously it'll be based on the current roadway conditions.
Mostly people doing about 55, a couple people with seat belts, quite a few cell phones.
So you are writing cell phone tickets.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But you find a high number of cell phone violators.
Yes. Yeah, and they always have some excuse. You know, my Bluetooth just broke, so in lieu of stopping to talk, I just keep driving and talking. So, you know, so.
So what are you going to do here right now? We're going to watch you here. What's the
Be
plan?
monitoring for speed coming up and down, and like I said, looking for seat belts and cell phones along the way. This is what we use for speed detection. It's a laser gun. It's not a radar. It shoots laser beams, thousands a second kind of thing, and it's target specific. So if you look through this aiming dot here, there's a little red dot inside there, and that's what you put on the car. And when you put that on the car, yeah. And then you can do it yourself. Aim that aiming dot on a car.
I couldn't do this very well. I'm not doing too well.
Down.
When do I let go?
Whenever you want.
Oh, he's doing 39. There we go. So you've taken us to a number of locations, several schools, some residential areas. We've talked about traffic enforcement and speeding and illegal U-turns and the likes. What about DUI issues within the city? How are those handled?
Very aggressively patrol and looking for impaired drivers all the time. It's a very important emphasis because many fatalities and serious injuries are related to impaired drivers, and usually it's the impaired driver that is not the one that's injured, but it's the innocent bystander or innocent driver who is involved in a collision with that driver.
And how do we stack up against the rest of the county? I know you said we're pretty good law-abiding citizens when it comes to speeding and simple traffic. How about DUIs?
Yeah, it goes the same for DUIs. We don't have a lot of DUI accidents in Calabasas, and not a whole lot of DUI arrests, but hopefully that's because there aren't as many drivers driving impaired through the city.
All right. Sergeant Brooks, thank you very much. We appreciate your time and the
Certainly.
tour.
Anytime. Glad to do
Very
it.
educational, and hopefully we'll make your job a little easier, and the citizens will have learned something as well.
That's all we want.
Well, that's going to do it for this edition of City Spotlight. We hope you've enjoyed the program. More importantly, we hope you've learned something about the importance of driving safely. If you'd like more information on this or any other CTV program, you can always log on to our website at cityofcalabasas.com. I'm Pablo Pereira. Thanks for joining us.